These are the strikeout props that I do like today. Starting with Brady Singer, which unfortunately now is a little bit too juiced. This morning on the premium subscription on the newsletter, it was minus 145. First off, the Reds threw Chase Burns yesterday in his major league debut, and he did well the first time through the order, but then he struggled. My computer's going to die. So they had to use 5 different relievers yesterday, the Reds, which tells me that they're going to want to really use Brady Singer today, and they might keep him in for a little bit longer. The Yankees also strike out a bunch. They average just over 5 strikeouts a game against righty starters. 7 of the last 10 have gone over 4.5 Ks against the Yankees with Singer at home. He's only faced actually one high carry team all year, and it was the Marlins. He punched out 8 in 6 innings. But he's at home against the Yankees, and they need him to eat up some innings. So Brady Singer over 4.5 Ks. George Kirby under 5.5 Ks. He's gone under 5.5 Ks in both his starts against low K rate lineups this year. Faced Washington, had 4. Faced Chicago Cubs, had 3. The Twins have had one of the lowest strikeout rates in baseball this season. 67% of righties to face Minnesota went under their K prop, including 7 of the last 10. Right-handers averaging just about 4 strikeouts a game against the Twins. Kirby's on the road here. I would take the under. Michael Wacha under 4.5 Ks. He's up against the Rays, and Waka's gone under 4.5 Ks in 2 of 3 against low K rate lineups, including both starts against Minnesota, where he had 4 and 1. Righties, 34 unders and 20 overs on their K props, averaging about 4 strikeouts a game against the Rays. 7 of the last 10 right-handers to face Tampa went under 4.5 strikeouts. And lastly, at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time, you can catch the Cubs lefty Matthew Boyd going over 4.5 Ks against the St. Louis Cardinals. So Boyd has gone over 4.5 Ks in 6 of 8 starts against high K rate teams against lefties. That's a pretty big sample size. He also had 6 in St. Louis last year. 16 overs, 8 unders. Southpaws when facing the Cards this season, averaging just over 5 strikeouts per start. Even though there haven't been a lot of lefties to go over this number against St. Louis recently, those quality of pitchers weren't as high as Matthew Boyd. So I do like the over there. And if anyone has questions, I have about 9 minutes left. So if anyone has questions on tonight in baseball, let me know. When is it worth taking pitcher wins props? For example, Max Fried or Jack Flaherty, or is it better to take the run line instead? Home teams, I don't like laying 1.5. That means you really are hoping that your team is leading by at least 2 runs going into the 9th inning, because obviously if your team's leading, then you don't need the extra inning in the 9th. So having to lay 1.5 at home when you might not even have a bottom half of an inning, it steers me away from a minus 1.5. So maybe that's when you would take it, is if the pitcher is at home and the team doesn't have the extra run. Would you say Flaherty's given up like 15 runs in his last 2 starts? Making sure Marley's still sitting there. The other thing, obviously, you have to trust that the pitcher's going to go deep in the game. You have to trust the bullpen's not going to blow the game. You have to trust that, obviously, the lineup will stay ahead. All those factors. I guess it's considering the opposing bullpen, considering the opposition. But if you think that the team wins by 2, I would say the main thing is it might be more worth it than if the pitcher's at home, just because I hate laying 1.5 with a home team. Max Fried on the road, the way they are scoring pass. Well, I guess you like the Yankees because, 1, you don't think they'd lose 2 in a row to Cincinnati after the way they lost yesterday, which made me want to throw up. Actually, I haven't even talked about that yet because I was at my brother's graduation dinner. So thank God for my brother's graduation dinner, because I would have thrown up as my friend's texting me like, "Oh, are you watching the Yankees game?" I'm like, "No." She goes, "Oh, they're about to lose in a walk-off." And then they lost in a walk-off. Losers. How do you lose also? Here's my issue, and here's where I'm a little concerned about the Yankees tonight. Obviously, you hope that Max Fried goes deep into the game. Obviously, you hope he gives you 6. But the Yankees threw Devin Williams and Luke Weaver last night, and they still lost. The Yankees threw a lot of arms last night out of the pen. Granted, it might have not been a lot of pitches, but I don't like that the Yankees threw all those arms yesterday. They do have tomorrow off, though. So maybe that will help them. And then they go, what's next on the Yankees schedule? The Yankees are off tomorrow, and then they face, why am I blanking? you guys probably already wrote. Oh, the Athletics at home. Yeah, so they might use their arms tonight. But again, they used a lot of arms yesterday. Yankees first 7 run. Why are you guys all asking me about the Yankees tonight? Ugh, I hate betting the Yankees. Okay, I'm going to read you some stuff. I've got the MLB packet, and the MLB research packet tells me all I need to know about this game. So let's go through the packet together. Yankees-Reds. Here's what MLB Network says about Yankees-Reds tonight. So the Yankees have lost 9 of their last 12. The club's averaging 2.8 runs per game in that stretch, while hitting 162 with runners in scoring position. The Yanks are 3 for 31 with runners on base this series, including 1 hit in 21 at-bats with runners in scoring position. Aaron Judge is hitting 205 in his last 12 games with 3 home runs, 3 ribbies, and 20 Ks. Judge hasn't driven in a teammate in more than 2 weeks. The Yankees have lost 6 of 7 extra inning games this season. Only the Rockies have a worse record in extra innings. Yanks 2 for 32 with 2 runs scored in 10 extra inning frames in 2025. Max Fried allowed 3 runs in 6 innings against the Orioles last Friday, getting a no decision in a 5-3 Yankees loss. The Yankees have won 12 of Fried's 16 starts this season, and the club has scored a total of 9 runs in 4 losses. The Yanks are 33-30 when anybody else starts. Fried 7-1 with a 1.03 ERA and 9 starts this season following a Yankees loss. The Yankees have won 8 of those 9 games. But the Yankees' pen could be a little short behind Fried. Mark Leiter Jr. is out after 55 pitches over the last 2 nights. Jonathan Loáisiga had to leave Tuesday's contest after 18 pitches with heat-related fatigue after he blew the lead. The Reds have won 5 in a row against the Yankees dating back to last year. Elly De La Cruz hitting .381 with 4 extra base hits and 7 runs in those 5 games. De La Cruz is batting .337 with 19 extra base hits, 30 runs in 28 games dating back to May 24th. 30 runs scored by Elly De La Cruz in that span, tied for the most in Major League Baseball with Ronald Acuna Jr. Brady Singer, 5.23 ERA and 6 starts against the Yankees. That was with the Royals, though. So, Yankees first 5? I don't know. Do you really trust the Yankees bats right now? If Judge isn't hitting, then who the hell else is? Anyway, I can't bet it, but Fried over 17.5. Jesus Christ. Here's the thing. Judge does have good numbers tonight against Brady Singer. He's hitting .385. Not really any extra base hits or anything, but Judge does have good numbers against Singer. Dansby Swanson, also good numbers against Eric Fetty. J-Rod, small sample size, but at least there's extra base hits there, 2 doubles and a homer. Jesus Sanchez hitting .400 with the 2 doubles against Logan Webb. Yandy Diaz hitting .375 with a double and a homer against Wacha. Rob Refsnyder, 5 of 13 against, that game happened. Don't mind me. Zach Wheeler, Christian Walker. Christian Walker has good numbers, 4 doubles and a homer against Wheeler. Carlos Santana, 4 for 52, 14 Ks against Max Scherzer. And Jeremy Pena, 3 for 12 with a double and 2 Ks against Zach Wheeler. Brandon Young, under Ks is your favorite play. Orioles starter against Texas. Texas strikes out, 4.8 Ks game. I don't mind that. Under 4.5, I don't mind that at all. I mean, Texas recently, just to take a look at how they've been, Texas recently, if you look at the strikeout prop spreadsheet, lots of 4s and 5s, but again, decent pitching matchup. So I don't mind that for Young, who doesn't have that much experience. It is 5:58. I know this is a shortened show. Tomorrow's show, by the way, going to be a different time. I have to go to an event at MLB. So I'm going to change the time of the show. I just have to find out because I want Coach to come on tomorrow. So Coach James Young to join the show tomorrow. I got to find out what time is good for him. Tom Vecchio might come on the show tomorrow. Got to find out what time's good for him. We'll keep you all posted on that. But I know you all really just want to know this. So let's get to the Royal Locks of the day. Royal Locks. Royal Locks of the day. Strikeout prop time. We are going with the under 5.5 Ks for Seattle starter George Kirby tonight against the Minnesota Twins. Kirby's gone under 5.5 Ks in both starts this year against the low K rate team. 4 against Washington, 3 against Chicago. The Twins They've had one of the lowest strikeout rates in baseball this year. 67% of righties to face Minnesota went under their K-prop, including 7 of the last 10. Righties averaging just over 4 strikeouts a game when facing the Twins. Kirby's on the road. I like the under. And then Cubs lefty Matthew Boyd, over 4.5 Ks. He's gone over this in 6 of 8 starts against high K rate teams. He had 6 last year in St. Louis. 16 overs, 8 unders for lefties against the Cards this season, averaging just over 5 strikeouts a game. So I'm going with that over. And if you do want to add like an SGP because you guys are all looking at the Yankees and Reds game, I do like Brady Singer 5 or more Ks, but it got to the point now that it is too juiced at -155, -160. So if you did want to like SGP that with something, all the power to you. I think Singer's going to have to stay in the game because of the bullpens. What did you guys say? We need young Kelly combo guest again. I know. That was fun. Plus 42% ROI on parlays, according to Pickett. Yeah, I know. Kind of funny. I hit like a good one a while back, so I think that that's really helped my record. I don't parlay that much. Maybe I should. What do we all like? Should we do a group parlay today? If I like the Singer 5+ Ks and I want to parlay it with something, are we parlaying Yankees money line? Are we parlaying Yankees like first 5? Are we doing it with Freed? Like, what do we want? Anyone have anything to say? We could comment on the bottom of the show too. But if anyone wants to do an SGP with me, no, I was doing an SGP, Sean. Tigers aren't playing the Yankees. Brady Singer over 4.5 Ks plus something else. Comment below. Everyone comment on the YouTube or below, and let's talk about what we can parlay this with, and I'll let you know if I agree. Okay? Okay. Good talk. I've got to go take care of the dog. I got to go to dinner. Nice steak dinner tonight. Second one in a row. I'm going to have a nice glass of red wine. Going to meet my boy Cody Decker out. We're going to go have a nice night. And then tomorrow I will post on social media and let you guys know. Boyd Singer 5+ Ks. I'll think about it. I'll let you guys know. And I'm going to post it to the Pickett account. Follow me at Pickett. And I only get the credit for you guys joining Pickett if you sync your sports book. So please sync your sports book when you join Pickett using Prop Queen as your promo code. That would mean so much to me. Thank you so much. See you guys tomorrow at some point in the day. Good luck with all your bets tonight. Thanks as always for watching. See you guys soon.